Message of Pope Leo XIV to participants in the second annual conference on artificial intelligence, ethics, and corporate governance. This took place in the Palazzo Piacentini in Via Veneto, where the Ministry of Enterprises and Made in Italy, Mimit, has its headquarters, and in the Sala, Regia of the Apostolic Palace in the Vatican, June 19th and 20th, 2025. On this occasion of this second annual Rome Conference on Artificial Intelligence, I extend my prayerful good wishes to those taking part. Your presence attests to the urgent need for serious reflection and ongoing discussion on the inherently ethical dimension of AI, as well as its responsible governance. In this regard, I'm pleased that the second day of the conference will take place in the Apostolic Palace, a clear indication of the Church's desire to participate in these discussions that directly affect the present and future of our human family. Together with its extraordinary potential to benefit the human family, the rapid development of AI also raises deeper questions concerning the proper use of such technology in generating a more authentically just and human global society. In this sense, while undoubtedly an exceptional product of human genius, AI is, quote, above all else, a tool, end quote. And that's Pope Francis' address to the G7 session on artificial intelligence on June 14th, 2024. By definition, tools point to the human intelligence that crafted them and draw much of their ethical force from the intentions of the individuals that wield them. In some cases, AI has been used in positive and indeed noble ways to promote greater equality, but there is likewise the possibility of its misuse for selfish gain at the expense of others, or worse, to foment conflict and aggression. For its part, the Church wishes to contribute to a serene and informed discussion of these pressing questions by stressing above all the need to weigh the ramifications of AI in light of the, quote, integral development of the human person and society, end quote. And that's a note for Antiqua et Nova, Article 6. And I think that might be Pope Leo XIII, which would be... no, it's not. It's from the dicastery on this matters. This entails taking into account the well-being of the human person, not only materially, but also intellectually and spiritually. It means safeguarding the inviolable dignity of each human person and respecting the cultural and spiritual riches and diversity of the world's peoples. Ultimately, the benefits or risks of AI must be evaluated precisely according to this superior ethical criterion. Sadly, as the late Pope Francis pointed out, our societies today are experiencing a certain, quote, loss or at least an eclipse of the sense of what is human, end quote. And this in turn challenges all of us to reflect more deeply on the true nature and uniqueness of our shared human dignity. Again, that's from the address at the G7 session on artificial intelligence by Pope Francis. AI, especially generative AI, has opened new horizons on many different levels, including enhancing research and healthcare and scientific discovery. It also raises troubling questions on its possible repercussions on humanity's openness to truth and beauty, on our distinctive ability to grasp and process reality. Acknowledging and respecting what is uniquely characteristic of the human person is essential to the discussion of any adequate ethical framework for the governance of AI. All of us, I'm sure, are concerned for children and young people and the possible consequences of the use of AI on their intellectual and neurological development. Our youth must be helped and not hindered in their journey towards maturity and true responsibility. They are a hope for the future, and society's well-being depends upon their being given the ability to develop their God-given gifts and capabilities, and to respond to the demands of the times and the needs of others with a free and generous spirit. No generation has ever had such quick access to the amount of information now available through AI. But again, access to data, however extensive, must not be confused with intelligence, which necessarily, quote, involves the person's openness to the ultimate questions of life and reflects an orientation towards the true and the good, end quote. That's Antiqua et Nova, Article 29. In the end, authentic wisdom has more to do with the recognizing the true meaning of life than with the availability of data. In this light, dear friends, I express my hope that your deliberations will also consider AI within the context of the necessary intergenerational apprenticeship that will enable young people to integrate truth into their moral and spiritual life, thus forming their mature decisions and opening the path towards a world of greater solidarity and unity. And again, that's article, same place, but same article, Antiqua et Nova, but Article 28. The task set before you is not easy, but it is one of vital importance. And thanking you for your efforts now and in the future, I cordially invoke upon you and your families and the divine blessings of wisdom, joy, and peace. That's from the Vatican, June 17, 2025, and it's signed Leo PP 14.